Hey YouTube, cecelialane here. So I am coming in just to do like a little update because I had been having such a rough time and just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Look at my collarbones. That's right, girls and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, look at them collarbones. Nut. Yeah, so I've been struggling. Um, the chronic pain and pain episodes, and then feeling like I have IBS, trying to, figure out my path here because I don't have the DS exactly, and I don't have the sleeve exactly, and yeah, I did a lot of research on this weekend on like diet guidelines for DS and tried to find diet guidelines for SADIS, which are really DS. But even in the guidelines that they gave, and you all have probably already noticed this yourselves because you watch people on YouTube, what they say in the guidelines and what actually works are often two very different things. And I'm being nice when I say often, because it seems to me it's pretty much all the time. Like when I research the DS ones, it says to do low fat and high protein and low calorie. And every video I've seen from anyone has always said that you have to do high protein, high fat, relatively good amount of calories, definitely not low calorie, anywhere from, 1,800 to 3,000 calories a day, because you're doing it through primarily proteins and fats, very limited carbs, and like no simple carbs, only complex carbs, like from vegetables and a couple of fruits and nuts and beans, things like that. So, very contradictory, and it's been a little frustrating for me. And then, the steroids made me so freaking hungry. Oh my gosh, like it's gone today. Today's the first day I've not been a vacuum cleaner, just inhaling shit. and tonight, oh, it's been horrible. And of course that makes me feel horrible about myself when I'm inhaling food and I can't stop eating. I'm just hungry and I'm constantly having to struggle to try to not eat or try to eat the right things. I hate that. I hate that. I hate when it's that kind of a struggle. It shouldn't be that hard. And it's not today, thank God. But, last week and this weekend, until all the steroids came out, it has been. And on top of that, I'm still so new, and I don't know exactly what is, right for my body yet, and what the right mixture and balance is. So, and then on top of it, I'm a VSGer. Like, that's been my life for 6 years. That's what I've known, and I know all the tricks and trades for VSG. I don't know shit about this SADI stuff, DS stuff, VSG, DS combo stuff. And I feel like half the time I'm kind of making it up as I go along. So I've definitely made a lot of mistakes. And this weekend, I was feeling just so crappy. Everything that you guys already know. And then on top of it, got into a huge argument with my husband Friday night. And that was just like the catalyst for me, just total downward spiral. And a pretty poo-pooey depression where like I just isolated myself and I was hiding away in my house. I was proud of how I handled it. I didn't like get angry with myself for being depressed or for feeling like poo-poo penny, I just tried to come up with ways, you know, to keep myself busy, and ended up doing a whole bunch of meal prepping and cooking and shopping and spending time with my daughter and my boys. Did a lot of walking with my boys this weekend, and just spent a lot of time reflecting and, you know, saying, okay, fine, I feel like crap this weekend. I'm going to feel like crap. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to get angry with myself or frustrated. Just going to ride it out. And that's what I did. But, you know, I kept having problems. Like, I came in at the 190, and then the next day I would 191. And the next day 191. And this morning 188. Woohoo! It's so great, yeah. I probably shouldn't have dropped that bomb on y'all since it's not weigh-in day, but I couldn't help myself because it's pretty exciting. But yeah, so was feeling really crappy this weekend, really crappy, and worried and kind of panicked again, and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to lose any weight, and this isn't going to work, and, you know, just getting all that kind of stuff into my head again. And so I had to work to say, hey, you know, get out of your head. Stop that. Like, get out of there. And like I said, just try and do things to keep me busy. I didn't make any lists. I wasn't like hard on myself where I was like, you know, well, now you have to do X, Y, Z, PT, QR, you know, and so that I could just make myself feel even worse because I didn't finish doing or ever get doing or even start doing X, Y, Z, PQR. Instead, I was like, oh, I'm sitting here. I don't feel like watching TV. I've not been liking watching TV lately. I don't know what's up with that. I used to be such a TV junkie. But I was like, I don't feel like watching TV. So I think I'll start some meal prepping for the week for the family and myself. I went to the grocery store and bought a whole boatload of protein meal components, protein snack components, bought some good veggies, and, you know, things like zucchini noodles, and I made zucchini lasagna this weekend based on Pink Fish Lily's eggplant lasagna, based on that recipe. Just did my own little tweak on it, and I used a meat sauce. It was so good. It's really good. Thank you, Pink Fish Lily. I love you, girl. You know, so I just did that and kept myself busy and ended up being productive unintentionally, which is a great kind of productive because you get to check stuff off that you didn't even put on your list. Love that. Obviously today I'm feeling much better, so much better. But yesterday I was feeling pretty down still. Yeah, I was feeling really crappy still yesterday. And I ended up eating some carb stuff that I wasn't supposed to be eating. And oh my gosh, the gas was so bad. And it was like, how do I describe it? It was like when you get gas really bad, like that 20 minutes or half hour before you're gonna go like some serious pooty. And it's just like really welling up in your stomach, and it just feels very big and bloated and uncomfortable, and it's hard to pass sometimes, and you know you're gonna be pootying soon. But motherfuck, if this shit was like, you ain't pootying soon, you got another 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of this before you even see any pooty coming. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. And the odor was just horrific. It got to the point that my dogs were like running away. I lied to you not. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, they really were running away from me because I was so funky. And I had to sleep downstairs again so that my husband would not divorce me. I mean, we already in an argument, and then if I had gone funking him out in the middle of the night, like, it'd have been all over. He'd have been like, that's it. That's it. We're done. You damn stinky, funky boo-boo. Yeah, it would have been so over. Oh my gosh. So I had to sleep down here and endure like 5 hours of the most intense gas, followed about 2-3 hours later of the most intense pootying that lasted on and off through this morning. And even like when I went to take my boys out just to go potty right quickly, we hadn't gotten to the part of walking. This was at like 5:36 in the morning just to go potty. And I almost did not make it back into the house and onto the potty before stuff happened. It was really dangerous. I mean, I felt like I was living on the edge and I was about to fall off. And you know what, though? I mean, I guess it's a good thing overall, because after that, after yesterday and this morning, I was like, I really got to get this meal thing together and figure out, you know, what's my thing, and I need to stick to it because I don't like this. I mean, it was almost making me regret my surgery. That's how miserable I was. I was like, I'm not trying to do that again. So if I have to eat right, and I can't get away with all the nonsense I could get away with on the sleeve, then I guess I better buckle my ass down and get to doing it. There's no need to be crying about it or having a tantrum or complaining about it. Just, it is what it is, and better get going. So that's my update. You know, just, I guess, spent some real time with myself this weekend, and did some soul searching, did a lot of researching, and made some really firm decisions about where I was going to go from here and how I was going to proceed. So just wanted to do that quick update. All right, I hope everybody is doing fantastic and nobody has been dealing with the shit I've been dealing with, because not fun. And if you have, my heart goes out to you, and I'm praying for you. Praying for you, y'all. All right, YouTube, I will be back on Thursday, of course, for my normal weekly weigh-in update. And you know, I do the little topics in between here and there when they come up and I feel the need to do them. So but Thursdays are my weigh-in updates, and I'll be doing my Thursday update, and hopefully I'll be less than 188 since I am off the freaking steroids. All right, I love y'all. See you Thursday.